Hi, hello everybody. Welcome to LaneSmash 2021. I am Gelos. I am joined by my co-host Gretchen.
Hello.
Today we are casting TLDR versus Cats. This is going to be an interesting match. Both of these teams have a kind of a different philosophy going into how they play. Very much a different set of openers as well, I believe.
Mhm.
We've definitely seen a lot of interesting things from TLDR specifically. Cats is a well-known team. They've been playing for a very long time. You actually know the compositions a little bit more than me, right?
What do you mean the composition? I'm not gonna
What
give away the
outfits?
starting.
What outfits?
Oh, right. Cats is mainly the tea people. Well, sort of the. It's just a Snipsel stack, honestly. It's
Yep,
just
your
Snipsel and
classic,
friends.
your classic Snipsel and Friends outfit.
And TLDR is one RPC, friendly outfit from Miller, FMD, international outfit from Miller, and DTWM, also international outfit from Miller, plus a few others. All those are midfits, and they've also got that midfit attitude towards LaneSmash, I'd say, where they try and push their tactics like really hard. Whereas Cats, you could argue, have done that in the past, but not really anymore, and try and just rely on personal skill more
Mhm.
nowadays.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
not to discredit TLDR's personal individual skill at all. There's some great players in there.
yeah. But Cats definitely does rely on that much more. That just sort of everybody knows what to do in their role. They're air people. They're very good air guys, and they do exactly what they're kind of known to do. Infantry guys are the same way. You have your guys that know when to pull those maxes, and it's a lot of that kind of. It's not going into it with like a huge grand strategy or anything. It's these guys have been playing for a long time. They know when to be pulling these maxes and who's going to be in that role and who's going to be
Yeah, I mean,
supporting them.
there's still some calls being. I played on that team
Hmm.
last year. I think I played one match, but I did play with them once. Um, and there's still some calls being made, but
Yeah,
generally everyone's expected to know what they should be doing.
yeah. Let's go
Uh,
ahead and take a look at the lanes and map channel here. So today we are looking at Heyoka Tech to Tumas Tech. TLDR is going to be starting up there at Heyoka. Cats is going to be starting at Tumas. The neutral is going to be Chimney Rock. For anybody that doesn't know what the format's rules are, this is 24v24. The match length is 30-minute rounds with a halftime in between to allow everybody to get their nanites back for about 10 minutes. Every point is scored, or rather, every base that is capped is 1 point scored. So if Cats were to take Chimney, and then TLDR takes Chimney, that is 1 and 1, not 1 and 0. It's a points gained per base cap. No
yeah,
construction allowed, no smoke allowed, and that's mostly for the caster's benefit. But also, some people, it's not the greatest kind of effect anyway. So, um,
plus we can't see anything if
yeah,
people do it.
yeah.
That's honestly the main reason.
It is the main reason. The casters just cannot see anything if the smoke is just constantly spammed. And then no faction-specific launchers. That's a big deal because it means that even if you pick TR, you don't get the Striker. Striker is a
Yeah,
very strong launcher. You're not going to see that here, even though the TLDR is on that team. So we've got
um,
the lanes out of the way. We know
Carriel
where
asked
everybody's
if
starting.
if
Go ahead.
if we slept Galos, and
Uh,
I think we both woke up like an hour and a half ago, which is a
uh,
lot earlier for Galos.
I woke up a little less than an hour ago.
And then I almost forget. I was just lying in bed. I was like, "Pork, lazy Sunday," and Galos messages me and says, "Don't forget we have a cast." Ah!
Yeah, I woke up about 50 minutes ago. My dog barked and woke me up, thankfully. I actually, I had set my alarm for this and everything, but I set the wrong one, and I did not wake up because it didn't go off. So,
People keep asking me to get a better mic. Maybe they should just buy me one.
what the...
I mean,
So the microphone, and this is the case with everybody that comes on here, and you can kind of notice the microphone quality isn't that bad. It's for some reason some
no. You should go to my stream, to my Twitch, and look at my VOD and look at what my mic sounds there. And then compared to this, Gallows setup is really,
I don't
really,
know
really bad.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Something is wrong with whatever the audio is passing through, because it compresses the audio somewhere. It's not as bad. Like
Match will
actually.
start in 50 seconds. Match
Okay.
starts in 50 seconds.
Let's go ahead
on
and
the
put this
next
onto
in-game
to in match here. Go ahead and take a look, a little bit more detailed
Mhm.
at the map. So Chimney Rock, we're expected to see both sides bringing out their air balls right away. We can probably, I don't think we're going to see people early drop on Chimney until they have air dominance. That is because Chimney Rock is a base that is very open. There's only one building right there where the point is. The other building is more for anybody coming from spawn, which isn't going to really happen in the opener. When we're talking about who can win the
10,
opener, it's
9,
really going to
8,
have a lot to do
7,
with this air fight.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'll go
1.
take a look at
Match
Cats.
start.
And I'll look at TLDR. I see a lot of mozzies, and I see those trademark TLDR pre-pulled mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, that
And
is
the
expected.
pipeline.
TLDR has been well known for their pre-pulling in this season.
For anyone that doesn't know, basically they keep ESFs or other vehicles around, and when they die, they just hop into those that are still on the ground sitting there.
It's kind of a strategy that they were known for with their infantry, just kind of keeping their infantry alive very, very long. Well, in this case, they're keeping their vehicles alive really, really long.
Well, they're not keeping them alive, they're getting new ones.
Yeah, reviving almost, if you will.
Yeah, yeah. And we're not allowed to reveal how they do it. They said they'd get mad if we do, so yeah, you're gonna have to figure that one out yourself. Go spend time on PTS or something.
Alright, so it looks like
the
Reavers, Reavers are getting aggressive here. They're going into this this Mossy airball, which could be a risk, because again, those Mossies are pre-pulled for backup, so once this Mossy ball goes down, they're gonna have to deal with a new, fresh Mossy ball.
That's always
very,
gonna be
very nice air fight.
For the first, I think every pilot from the it's probably more.
So it
they
should be
snuck a Reaver through Gallows.
Oh.
There's a Reaver here. Who is this? This is.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
tell. They're getting jumped now, but
yeah, he took out. Looks like he took out a couple of.
yeah, he took out 3.
Path Daddy.
That's Path Daddy.
Yeah. So yeah, Path Daddy actually taking care of a lot of the reinforcements here. I don't see that many more Reavers left, or rather mosquitoes left back here.
I still see 1, 2, 3, 4,
But-
5, 6, 7.
So
And
it should
people are
also,
running towards them right now.
It should be noted, however, that a lot of the Reavers have gone down. I don't know how many more are left back here. They might be
see
respawning and
4.
getting more. And you still have to deal with at least, it looks like 8 mosquitoes.
Yeah, those pre-pulls really, they really cranked up the game.
Yeah, they do. The cap has started. It is TLDR flipping it right now. We'll check in on them in just a few minutes here, or rather a few seconds, because we want to see if Cats is going to go for the steal on this. Not a lot of pop here. It looks like Zenora is actually heading up here with a bus.
I don't see any TLDR pop around point actually.
Yeah,
there might be a cloaker somewhere, but I don't see them on the ops
Yeah,
cam.
you would still see that. So yeah, even that is not really here. It's a bit surprising too. You'd think they wouldn't want to go for a flip here if they haven't established full air dominance, but maybe they just believe they were gonna get it, no problem. Which
the Reavers still
they may still be able to get
Mozzies, by the way. Even with all these pre-pulls, the Reavers are still in the game, but they're probably burning through nanites at this point.
Yeah.
Well, these
I
are
have to
all
imagine.
still free for TLDR.
So if these Reavers, even if these Reavers were to take out the airball, it means that they're going to be very, very spent on resources for this initial airball cost.
And there's 2 galaxies ready from the TLDR team behind the mountain. I'm guessing they're waiting to redeploy and drop with those.
Here comes some
And those
Prowlers
are,
for
that's
TLDR.
double red galaxies.
Prowlers for TLDR on the main road here. Looks like they're taking care of some of the vanguards. Now they're going to start heading in, and they're going to be dealing with the Galaxy and Sunday that's parked on top. Minute and 30 seconds left until this cap goes through for Cap. More than enough time for these Prowlers to deal with this and get a lot of
Reaver is
infantry in there.
still in the air, by the way. I'm not sure if these are repulls or some people just managed to stay alive, but there's still an air fight. This still isn't over.
Oh, look at this Prowler getting up here on the top of this rock.
Pounding Zenora.
Yeah. A lot
And
of damage on there.
Zenora is a deploy shield, Sandy. Oh no, Zenora. And GSD. No, what are you doing?
Minute
At first
left.
I thought I could excuse it by it being a scrim setup, Sandy, but that would be a cloak one.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just being stupid. Oh, this Sandy's getting pounded, this Knurf Sandy, by air. At least it was, it looks fine now. But these Reavers are starting to rocket pod the ground. They're getting jumped by another Mozzie
35
spawn.
seconds left until this cap goes through, and I don't see enough infantry here from TLDR yet. They had some buses here for some sorts of spawns, but they don't have enough
And
infantry
they
just
still
yet.
have those galaxy sub-yellows, they could...
Ah, here
Oh,
we go.
One of them actually moved in, yeah.
We've got a Max out there in the back, but it's he's not going to make it up in time. TLDR just doesn't have the infantry yet. Still 15 seconds. They
Ooh, and
need
Rag's
a
on
huge
point in
push.
the
I
Max.
don't see enough.
Rag on point and a Max. Post Kalito. And we're gonna see those scat maxes to
Oh,
work
yeah.
here. 3
Oh,
seconds,
yeah.
2 seconds. There you
There
go.
it goes.
That's a cat's cap.
Yeah, Cats takes the
TLDR
neutral.
too late, couldn't push through the scat maxes. Took them too long to push on that point, and it looks like they're clearing it now. Maybe?
These Scat Max are just bullying the TR Maxes
Oh,
now.
yeah. See, I'm really glad they stopped them, because I always enjoy shitting on people in the scat max, so I love seeing this.
Anybody that loves Maxes definitely love this new update. That is for sure.
I'm sure someone's gonna call me a fitter now, but yeah, you're just mad and bad.
Just mad.
Yeah. Oh no, Rag goes down.
It's alright, Carlito is still up, that's all that matters. We gotta have at least one decent Max here. Oh, actually there's 2 Maxes here.
Who's this
So
other
there's
Max?
another one.
Axton. I don't know who that is. I think that's a Miller player. But yeah, that's the 1-0 for Cats taking the neutral.
Yep.
Now they're gonna wanna look at moving forward to Heyoka Chemical.
Yeah, for sure.
And I do see a Reaver. Though it doesn't seem to be going... Okay, the Reaver's taken out the aircraft terminals at the tech plant. You got here, it's Puff Daddy. Meanwhile, TLDR is moving up 3 buses I see so far towards Chimney Rock, but they're not anywhere close to point, so if Cats can get a backup in time here, they can just ignore all that.
Cats just kind of clearing out the back end over here, making sure there's no buses set up before they do anything. It looks like.
They are pounding these Sandys with Hornets and nose guns.
There's also an Arid
One Sandy
Lightning over
already
here.
taken out, and the Lightning pushing them as well.
Arid's going
Arid's in
aggressive
the Lightning,
here.
look at him.
he's going for it.
Oh no, he's gonna get pushed by those Prowlers, so he has to run fast.
That Sunday ball
Huh?
now rolling along behind
Looks like
Chimney
he
Rock.
made it. Is there still no backup? I'm surprised. This is very slow for the Cats team.
Mhm.
Usually you'd expect them to be here like 10 seconds ago,
Yeah.
latest.
Well, we've been talking about how some of the more experienced teams, it's very surprising we haven't seen them going for those immediate back caps like we were expecting them to.
Point was flickering here for a second, but the Accent seems to have it locked down.
Meanwhile,
Go
these
for the
buses
Scat
are
Max.
still getting pounded.
Oh, Beast Slayer is actually on Heyoka Chemical, making sure that Cats does not get that backup.
So
Only one though.
we never went over this, but it's interesting. The Reavers actually did full win the air fight. They're actually the ones in control of the air right now.
Yeah, I think a big part in that was that Actually, I think they both pilot squads bailed on point anyway, so that I can't even attribute. Look at Kalito climbing the mountain to take out that beacon as a max. That looks so stupid.
Hey, but the job's done.
Yeah, he got it.
He got it. Still having a hard time getting rid of all of these buses. They're all just kind of hidden in the canopy here. Cats does not really exactly know where all of them are, and they can't chase out there too far either.
Yeah, I'm really surprised we still haven't seen a transition to the next point for them.
I do see a little
one
pop at
bus
Heyoka.
trying to come inside.
Yeah, that bus is gonna end up going down there. Only a
Three
couple of
bailiffs.
infantry, and there's still
Gonna
a
run right into this max suit.
yeah, Axdan Max.
These NC Maxes really are a game changer for picking NC in this format. I see pop in the Heyoka chemical lab, but I don't see any NC. There's one Reaver, two Reavers, but they're not dropping. They're not even putting a beacon. And Beast Slayer must be bored out of his mind by this. At this point. Ooh, there's Sonora trying to push point.
Oh, yeah,
Gets
let's see
spotted
if
by Michael 580.
see if he does it. Let's go take a look, because it looks like Cats has the Chimney Rock Point locked down well enough. I don't think they have to worry too much about that. So
Ooh,
Zenora
Cats
heading on
managed
up.
to sneak a cloak Sandy past. And Sunnies aren't great on this point. If you've ever played this map on live, you'll know that Sunnies are way far away from the point.
Yep.
But it's still a spawn, it's still good.
Zenora trying to chase Beast
Ooh,
Slayer. He
they're
gets
backcapped
some.
though. They're backcapped.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
TLDR managed to get onto the point at Chimney Rock.
That is surprising. I thought they had that locked down. Let's go take a look.
Kalido is just killing them all.
Oh!
They're on here, but they can't take out the scat max.
Oh, oh no!
And Aiden got back up as well.
Oh,
with
wow.
Phylactery.
There is a lot of time here on that point, though. What that is it's about, I think that's about 10 or 15 seconds? Is it 30?
30 seconds.
Oh, even worse. So Zenora's going to have to wait over there at that previous base now for 30 seconds.
Well, it doesn't... Ooh, I see... No, never mind, that's all Reavers, no Mozzies. The Reavers are here to support them, so they're gonna be spotting people and shooting them a bit, and useful. It helps a lot. And Fallout's ready on the point to flip it, while Zenora holds the front.
Oh, 4 seconds. Let's go head right over there, see if they get their beacon up. I don't see their beacon, so they're likely going to get pushed right back off of this if they don't move quickly, because I can see a lot of infantry down in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Here they come. Bacon immediately goes down, but Zenora goes down as well, leaving absolutely no infantry left here for Cat's team.
It does look like they finally fully secured Chimney Rock though.
Yeah,
I don't see any TLDR here, so that
and meanwhile, I see a
can really
ton of
focus.
CLDR here, so it looks like they were going full for the defense here on Heyoka Chemical.
Ooh, the Rag Max is here. Gallows, the Rag Max is here. Oh no, he's got the wrong equipment though.
It's alright, Carlito Max is also here.
Oh, very good.
And he's got
Carlito
the right
does
equipment.
have the right equipment. Very good.
Taking out
Rag
that medic
actually AV
before
equipment
he...
right now. That's unfortunate. I mean, he's got the aim, he can make them work. If you hit both rockets, there's still one hit.
They do also a lot of damage to Max, so that might be why he's here.
Maybe, yeah. Ooh, Carlito actually takes a lot of damage there.
Yeah,
and
he does.
Does not back up to get the tank.
Yeah, he's not stopping. He's gonna keep rolling through.
Yep. He's powerful. I am the first season of LaneSmash I ever played. My outfit, or my team rather, got kicked out of the tournament on this base, or on this lane rather. And I remember on this base specifically, MCY just had like 5, 7, 8 scat maxes, and they were just pounding us, and we didn't know what to do. And I'm glad we're back to that point in the game.
I bet you are.
I honestly am, because I can log on live, and I can get a 70 kill streak just by paying 450 nanas. Ooh, big push in the tunnels by TLDR. But
Yeah,
Asynchron
here
has
they
spotted
come.
them out.
Wow, that is a lot.
Oh no,
Oh, here they come.
Frankmite, you might be... Oh, Frankmite makes it out actually. Frankmite, an expert at tunnels, very well known for farming the tunnels at Nason's Defiance.
Oh, here comes Carlito to start backing up this tunnel run.
Single-handedly, that Scatmax just scares the entire push off.
Yeah, I was kind of... I thought maybe they would all just rush Carlito, but they instead just... It's like the Groundhog on Groundhog. They just saw their shadow, they left.
Oh, and they're trying to make it out the other side, but there's an air hammer pounding them.
Oh no, oh no, this other tunnel was a huge mistake for them. A lot of forces just got decimated there. The tunnel is almost completely wiped out. There's only a single max and maybe
And now they're trying to
6
go up
infantry
the other
left.
side again, maybe? No, they're just sticking around out down here, maybe waiting for reinforcements?
Yeah, that was a devastating push there. Both sides are just being angled by two different things. We got Maxes on one side, we've got Reavers on the other side. Either way, you're coming up to shotguns. Oh, this poor TLDR small squad here. Just
They're
stuck
getting torn
behind.
apart in these tunnels.
Yeah, they're just
Actually,
stuck behind. Here
takes
comes
Asynchron.
Rag to take out Beast Slayer finally. He takes him out there.
And there's the Nora in the max, so I thought of well.
There it goes. The tunnel is now cleared. Still a minute and 30 seconds left until this cap's
No,
over.
you need to crouch at those ranges for the added accuracy. Come on, mate. Like he's learned nothing else.
It seems like TLDR may have changed tactics. They might be going for the top run instead, which also is not really the best option for them, considering how many Reavers are still out here. They definitely they definitely are a problem.
I'm surprised
for
we
them.
haven't seen an air push from them, honestly. Because these air hammers must be annoying as hell to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is actually.
Here comes the push.
Just as I say it.
Oh, yep, the mosquitoes are distracting enough so these guys can try and move out.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the air fight. Not too many Reavers to deal with. They were just very good air-to-grounding Reavers.
Yeah,
looks
I
like they're
think
pretty
it
much
was
all
3
gone.
air hammer reavers. I think that was it, but those were so effective.
Very
because
effective.
they were uncontested.
So the air fight has now shifted. The mosquitoes have control.
I don't think any of these mozzies have air-to-ground nose guns though. And it's only 30 seconds, so cats can totally just sit inside the building here.
Which is exactly what I think we're going to see them do.
Yeah. God, Reg really punching himself probably for not having Metox right now.
Well, again, I think that was the point, was just to have the anti-max loadout while Carlito went in for the anti-infantry.
I mean, yeah, but you kind of want those kills, you know?
You do want those kills.
Wake up.
I think everybody can agree on that.
You want to be the one fragging.
Yeah.
And it's 3 seconds, and I don't see any TLDR push coming. This is another point for cats, 2-0. And now the only base left for TLDR with about, what's our delay? 13 minutes 30 on the board is the Heyoka tech plan.
Yep.
Sorry, 12 minutes 30.
Yep. So Cats takes 2 bases here. Heyoka Tech is the home base for TLDR. There is still enough time to get that cap. It's hard, but they can do it.
How long are tech plans? 7 minutes? Correct? Pretty sure they're 7 minutes. So yeah, that's totally doable. And anyone that's ever played tech plans with midfits on live, or even like an elite fit, you know how easy it is to hold that upstairs once you have control, and how hard it is to push back up.
So we have a single bus, an Osprey bus, heading on over to the tech plant. Obviously, that's not really the main spawn that's likely going to be sticking there. I think they're probably going to go for a beacon here in just a little bit. Usually the Sundays aren't the strongest way to kind of hold the top
getting
deck.
it in the vehicle bay.
Oh, really?
And the Nora immediately jumps out and blamos that medic.
Oh, very good. Okay, so this actually might work for a main spawn for a little while.
It is getting cornered quite hard, but lots of people spawning in. Oh, there's another bus, brings in another
Oh
two
yeah,
maxes.
that's bringing in
Adam,
Carlito
Carlito,
and Axton.
Rag, all here now, and Zenora. That's 4 maxes. If they can get on this point in time, this should already be a solid hold. And it's flipping now.
And all they need is one of the pilots, which already
And
looks like they've dropped a
if
beacon
you
up
look
here.
at TLDR, they've pulled Prowlers and Mozzies and Sundies, and why? This is a tech plant fight. It's an inside fight. What are you doing?
I think the whole point was to kind of stop those buses from getting inside, but they didn't pull them quick enough, and they didn't
But
blockade
they could
the
still
area.
come in on beacons then, Gallos.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm sure they still will, but these Mossies are going to be a problem for the beacon users.
True, that is very true. That's a true right there, Gallos. And these
that's true.
Sundies, actually Rag probably glad he's got the Falcon Eyes. Pummeling these Sundies in the vehicle bay. And that's really good for them, because that denies the Sundy spawn from TLDR. Still got a Sundy in the middle though. Doesn't seem to be manned. And Rag's going for it.
This is the
Rag
ref
knows
on
the
all call. 10 minutes remaining in the match. 10 minutes.
10 minutes
10 minutes
left,
remaining.
and the timer is about 6 minutes left on the
Yep.
tech plan, so this is totally doable.
It's doable, yes. It's going to be hard though. I don't know how confident I can say that this is going to happen, because all it really has to happen here is one single, even like a half wipe from Cats and a little bit of a stall on the point would be enough.
Yeah, the issue right now for them is they don't really have any spawn. They don't have a beacon up because the Mozzies are around.
But
However, a lot of those
well,
Mozzies are being
actually,
bailed, so if they have 1 or 2 Reavers, actually there's still
you
lots of
say
Mozzies.
there's
What
no
are these-
spawn, but there actually is a G-Power Flash, which could have Logistics Specialist on it.
Yeah, if it's Essing, it's probably got Logistics Specialist on it. He's a smart fella.
Yeah.
It's also got a shotgun. And
Important.
I'm hoping it's got radar. I don't see a radar.
I don't think there's radar on it. I don't think he pulled
Oh,
it.
that's a fuck up right
Yeah,
now.
that's a huge, huge fuck up.
Actually, I haven't seen anyone spawn in on him. Maybe
Could
he
just
forgot
be-
to bring logistics
It
specialist.
could just be a pretty flash. Maybe he just wanted to have a flash. Entirely possible.
It is Essing, so that's entirely possible, yeah.
Oh. Lunatic taking out Rag's Osprey
Kinda
engineer.
don't see any medics anymore for the Cats team.
Oh, actually, somebody's on point right now. They're gonna start
Yeah.
flipping here if nobody deals
And
with
Puff
them.
doesn't find them. Runs
Yeah, it's-
right past them.
Doral over here. I don't know what's going on right now. People seem to be forgetting that he's here for some
Jellyfish
reason.
has spotted him out. He's running away. No.
He got away. He took out Essing.
There's another Max now. Flash now.
Yeah, this one. This one does have radar, I think.
I don't
Maybe
see
not,
a radar
maybe
on it.
not.
Does
Oh,
go
no, it
down
doesn't.
anyway. And there's Maxes for TLDR taking the balcony. Well, 1 Max, but they're taking the balcony.
Yeah, and
They're
if they,
chasing Adam.
if they do enough damage here from the balcony and push down, this actually could wipe Cats off of the point itself, because Cats does not have nearly the numbers. Oh, and look from behind,
They're
too.
pushing
Here
both
comes
sides,
TLDR.
and what really got them here was not having up any spawns.
Yep.
But they probably basically secure their 2-0 just
Yeah.
by holding this point for this
Yeah.
long. It's probably impossible at this point. Yeah, it is impossible
Yeah.
at this point for TLDR to capture any more
Yeah.
bases.
So even when TLDR takes this back, we're still going to see in halftime, scores are likely going to remain 2 Cats, 0 TLDR coming in on that second half, which means that TLDR is going to really have to do a strong opener and really push Cats on that second half. They absolutely cannot afford to lose their opener on this next half. Now, I'm sure both sides probably have pulled their air ball for this remaining few minutes. Let's go take a look and see if any kind of
I
air
wouldn't
fights
be
happen.
surprised if they don't, because you want to conserve those
No,
resources
that's
for
true.
the next half.
That's true. I don't actually see any Reavers here, just some mosquitoes that are still left alive. Oh, and there goes one mosquito actually to a Skyguard. Some Prowlers here shelling across the bridge. At this point, I don't think Cats is going to be using any resources to
No,
move
why
back
would
in
they?
onto the attack. Yeah,
They can't lose anything anymore. This round's over for them.
yeah. So we're just gonna see some
for
pelting.
TLDR, they shouldn't use any resources either. They want to save whatever they have.
In fact, it's
next
possible we
half.
may end up seeing TLDR just try and start doing their pre-polling thing, which actually...
They can't do that because they have to leave the continent in between rounds.
Ah,
and
that's
these
true,
ones
that's
all
true.
vehicles.
Yep, just your standard kind of firing line here, shooting at prowlers. Really, nothing more is going to happen
see it
on
every
this
day
match.
on live.
You know, it happens. It happened. So this match definitely solidly went into Cat's favor. They didn't move nearly as fast as it was expected from a very experienced team. At least for that first map, they did actually move pretty quickly from Heyoka to or Heyoka Chem to Heyoka Tech. Which was very nice to see. They actually had all of their maxes pile up into buses, and they just pushed them right into the vehicle bay. And it actually worked really, really well.
It was a really good attempt. They just didn't clear the air, and therefore didn't have any beacons, and so anyone that died couldn't get back in.
Yeah.
If only Essing would have had logistics specialist. Come on, Essing.
Yeah, that was really mostly Essing's fault there.
Yeah, it was actually. I think you could say it was all Essing's fault, honestly.
Yeah. Hopefully they TK him right now because he honestly deserves it at this point.
Yeah, honestly, I'd kick him out of the team.
Yeah, it's debatable as to even if he was worth bringing in the first place. That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe he's a spy from the team.
It's possible. He might be a spy for TLDR. He really flubbed that one. It's possible that he was just there for... It was a plant. He was a double agent the whole time.
Yeah, solid feed, honestly.
Lots of Jessies coming out dealing with... the Prowler's trying to just kind of peek out here. Not really doing too much.
Both sides know it's over.
Yeah, again, both sides not really going to be doing too much here.
A knife? Is this a knife?
Oh, it was knife fight?
They're charging with knives the TLDR infantry.
Oh, I see.
4 minutes.
Here they come.
4 minutes.
Except for Electrofin, who's using a shotgun. Very dishonorable.
Maybe it's just a look.
Power and Flame is and Crowley are just...
Oh yeah, here comes the Amaterasu fight.
Essing switches to the knife, but he doesn't have an Amaterasu, so it's at a range disadvantage here. Crowley takes one.
No, but they're baiting him into the trees. Going after him. Here comes the max
they
punch.
triple teamed that one, and Smiles goes down to the max punch.
Power
So
goes
does
down
Essing.
to the max punch. Trying to
Cheating
cheat there
with
too.
the net. There comes Axel trying to run them over with her arrest. Deathbringer bails, tries to get the max. And Arasa goes down.
Oh, here's the max. There he goes. He goes down.
This is where I wish we would just have a rule where the rounds just get cut short because nothing's gone.
I will say that this is a fairly rare thing to happen. Usually the round, you know, has only maybe a minute or two at most. That it's like, you know, it's considered. Yeah, there's no way you're coming back from this. But
I feel like it's 3 minutes quite often and stuff like that. So we could just
for this one, it was like 6 minutes though.
Yeah.
This one was a while. Both teams knew there was no ground to be made here.
Well, technically, Cats could have pushed back onto the tech plant.
No,
But
I mean,
yes, they could have.
technically,
They had
yes.
time.
Virtually, no. That's not.
I mean, I think it was
Not
possible.
Really, not realistically.
They had
Axtan
enough
here
time.
shuffling that turret.
They had enough time.
They did.
It was just a very hard push.
But only technically.
Yeah. There's a Banshee. Oh my god, that's dishonorable.
I think he might have been here from the start, actually. He just was flying around.
It's the first time I heard him shoot.
Might have just been patrolling the skies, watching. You don't know.
Who watches the Watchmen, Gallows?
Yeah, not too much more happening. I'm sure we've only got about 30 more seconds or so. Yeah, this was, at least until the very, very end here, This was an exciting first half. It seemed like TLDR, with their sort of pre-pulling strategy, might have actually been able to counter Cat's very, very good air that they're known for. But in the end, it doesn't seem like that worked out.
Not for long enough,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, TLDR, or rather, Cats actually did know the strategy of TLDR, and they snuck Path Daddy into the back to
I mean,
deal
he
with...
only got 3 of those Mozzies, and there was probably like 20 pre-pulled, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
A lot of that had to come down to
not
just
that
the
big.
skill of those Reavers then.
Yeah.
Path Daddy did take out some of the reinforcements, but yeah, you're right. It was very much a just a massive win for the Reavers, really.
Someone just asked which outfits are playing. It's on TLDR side, it's one RPC, FMV, DTWM, and a few other friends. On the cat side, it's really the only outfit in there is Bling. And then there's just a bunch of random people that Simpler has played with over the years. I really don't know how to describe that team better.
Yeah,
End
it's
of round,
it's
end
the
of
Snipsel
round.
and
All
Friends
players,
outfit.
please leave the continent. I will let you know when you can come back.
All right. I think I have that that noise bug, so I need to get out of my ops cam real quick and get back in.
Oh no.
It happens. So that was the first half. A good match there by... There we go. By Cats, they had 2 points, took both Chimney and Heyoka Chem. Heyoka Tech kind of eluded them there, but with that set up, you know, they're in a really good position for this second half. As it stands right now, not only does TLDR need to get the opener, they need to get Chimney Rock, but they also need to get Heyoka Chem on this next half, yeah. Meanwhile, Cats, because we're swapping positions here, Cats, if they even take Chimney Rock by itself, that would mean that TLDR then has to push and actually get Chimney, Chem, and Tech, all 3 of those points. Which is going to be a really difficult proposition.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that ends up happening, but right now it's looking pretty grim for TLDR. They really have to pull out all the stops on this second half. Really got to establish that air dominance a little bit better. It's surprising just how well Cats did against that air.
Yeah. It's
Both teams can now return to the continent. The match will resume in approximately 8 minutes.
I mean, it's always hard to tell what's really going on in an airball fight. There's just so much going on over such a spread out space. But it looks like Cats just managed to like win that by their insane pilot skills.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like from where I was looking too. It's just, you know, we knew that there was going to be a lot of pre-pulls by TLDR. There was going to be a lot of backup, and despite that, Cats still won the air.
And that pre-pull managed to tie up the Cat's air for a long time.
Yeah, we did not see a ton of air to grounding happen until
and it had a bunch of resources as well, because Cats, I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of repulls on the Cat side, and those were Nanite repulls.
Yeah. So we'll, you know, on this next half, TLDR, they're going to, you know, to counter that strategy. Maybe they just need a little bit more air-to-air tanks. You know, we know that they always pull their prowlers. We don't know really if they have rangers on those prowlers. Maybe they need to start using those a little bit more.
Pretty sure I saw rangers on those. Or walkers,
maybe.
one of the 2. There was definitely flak on those.
Either way, it seems like their air needs a little bit of help, because even despite the fact that they have a lot of backup, you know, those Reavers were in absolute force.
I don't know about that, guys, because they managed to tie up the Cat's air till the last minute or till the last second of the Chimney Rock capture. They just failed to push onto point. There just wasn't really a push coming from them, and that must have been, that wasn't due to the Reavers. There was still Mozzies up by the.
So you're saying that maybe because there were so many air they might have actually sacrificed too many numbers. Maybe.
I can't really tell what happened there. It was too chaotic, but I don't think the air did a bad job in the first 4 minutes or so of the match, because they managed to tie up the Cat's air for all that time, and the Cat's air wasn't able to ground pound.
I think also since we're talking about the opener there, TLDR really failed in getting a grouping set up when they needed to start getting that set up so they could push. That's another thing they really need to work on here coming up on the second half. They got to make sure.
If I had to guess, it was probably a spawn issue, but I'm not sure. I couldn't tell. There was too much going on.
I saw so many buses, but we just didn't see a massive push of infantry, which is very surprising.
The buses were after the. We didn't see a lot of buses before the neutral cut.
That's true. That's true.
2 or 3 buses only. The mass bus pull was after.
Even with the infantry that was there, I didn't even see that many beacons either. I think just overall we didn't see the grouping from the infantry there. It's gonna be that's really a critical part for especially the chimney rock push.
Maybe when they were doing their tactics and considering how they do it, they spent all their time thinking. This is just a guess, but I could totally see this happening. If you like make tactics for beating Bling Air, you're like, we're gonna have to like focus. Like you focus all your attention on beating that air or tying it up at least, and then you completely forget about everything else a little bit.
That is you're not wrong. Happen. That is a possibility that a lot of the guys that were supposed to be on the ground just they were completely consumed with tying up that Bling Air. So yeah, that is entirely possible. The Bling Air is tough, and if it feels like you've actually got a foothold in there, sometimes you just kind of want to stay there and fight that out. But you don't especially if you're in the air, you don't see the timer. So you need somebody down on the ground really making those calls, which I think that might be what TLDR was missing there. They didn't have the shot caller kind of saying, "Hey, we need all of you guys that are in the air on the ground right now."
I mean, I do think the Cat setup on point. It wasn't all that people, but it was a pretty strong setup.
It was an effective
force. 3 Scat Maxes.
In such a small room
too. Medics and Engis. Yeah, those Scat Maxes are devastating in that room.
Yeah, that's just a tiny little room. That's everybody's just kind of hitting each other's shoulders there. So
yeah, I'm sure in the worst case you 2-shot people with Metox.
Oh yeah,
and that's the worst case. Generally, you probably 1-shot them.
Perfect place for a Matic Max, which is exactly what everybody had brought there. So I'm sure that we're going to see no change from Cat's opener. They tend to do the same thing. So I'm expecting that classic airball strategy, waiting about 30 seconds to maybe even a full minute before they even jump onto the point if it starts getting flipped. Once they have air dominance, then they start going in, they get those maxes set up. We're going to likely see the same strategy happen because they're just kind of known for their kind of classic strategies, but it works very
The more
effectively.
interesting part's what we're going to see from TLDR. Are they going to... I mean... They're probably going to switch something up, right? Because they're going to be like, this didn't work out together. What are we doing?
Maybe. But, I mean, what can they switch up? You still have to deal with the Bling Air. And your best way of dealing with them is a lot of Mossies. Like, a lot of Mossies.
True. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Ooh, it just turned night in game.
It did just turn night in game. I don't... there it goes.
And
it's fixed.
We're
no
back
worries.
today. Okay.
Somebody probably hit the wrong command.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The counter against Cats. I was talking a little bit about this, but it's just going to be very, very difficult because we're talking about a very, very strong air game here by Cats. So even with all those pre-polls, they have such a hard time really fully taking them out, and then being able to use those resources that are in the air on the ground.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. They may be able to do something different here.
If I was TLDR, I'd definitely try something else.
Might be a good idea. We'll see.
Actually, probably not, because I think the strategy was good, and they just lacked that spawn setup in the last.
Yeah. I think maybe just do the same thing, especially if Cats does the same thing. Just this time, don't leave all your guys in the air this time. Maybe this time everybody
I don't know
needs
if they
to
left them in
consolidate.
the air, but
Well, I think more specifically, don't let them forget about the ground. Because I think that's really what was more likely that happened there. Just nobody made the call that the air guys need to get on the ground
1
now.
minute to round start. 1 minute on the next in-game tick.
All right, so we're gonna put this onto the in-match screen here. So this is Chimney Rock. We've got Cats coming in from the opposite direction this time. They're gonna be coming in from Heyoka Chem. Meanwhile, TLDR coming in from the south side. Both sides. Very likely going to bring a little bit of armor. TLDR tends to bring a little bit more armor than the Cats team. We're going to see a lot more kind of air
I don't
from
think
them.
I've seen Kohamis for the Cats team in the first half, who's
Oh,
like
okay.
one
Yeah,
of their main tankers.
I didn't see him either. I saw pretty much just
saw
Aerots and a
Yeah.
Lightning. So we'll see if a single Lightning gets pulled again by Aerots.
I'm pretty sure he was in a Vanguard before,
10,
but lost it.
9, 8.
I'll go take a look
7,
at the TLDR
6,
team this time.
5, 4,
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Round start.
All right, so TLDR, let's go take a look. Oh my, okay, they've changed strategies. They have a massive
totally.
bus ball going this time around.
Oh, that's interesting. And a lot of Prowlers, I see. 1, 2,
A
3,
lot
4,
of
5.
Rangers, a lot of Walkers on these. Actually, it's mostly Rangers and some anti-infantry, some anti-tank. A lot of Rangers, though. So it seems like they've conceded the air game, at least.
Yeah, these Reavers have just spotted them.
Yeah, and here it comes. Walkers started shooting a little bit. I don't see the Rangers aiming just yet.
And now what the air really needs to do is focus the stragglers here. You want to shoot that Sunday all the way in the back, all at once. Actually, they take out one Prowler. It looks like a lot of them have Hornets, which is really lucky for them.
That massive TLDR bus ball now just flowing inside of Chimney Rock.
And if you've seen LaneSmash before, you're probably like, oh, this is really good for them. They're just gonna sit on point with the buses. These buses will last forever, but they won't. They will not. If they don't have air control or armor control, they're just gonna get... It's 4 minutes. They're not gonna be able to keep these up for 4 minutes.
And should also be noted, we have 3 Vanguards coming. They've already taken out 1 Prowler, it looks like. They have another Prowler to deal with. But then, once those both are dealt with... Oh, actually, 3 more Prowlers. Once those are dealt with, these buses are basically just free real estate. They can just start killing them with almost uncontested.
And these Vanguards are already snapping in, and there's a third Vanguard coming, Arrows, and he's even got a Mjolnir on top, which I think is pretty bad right now, but still damage.
It's, yeah, it's still AV. There goes 1 Prowler. Still got 2 more
still
back here.
2 Prowlers. One of them's already getting hit, but they have Rep Sunny, so it's gonna take a second to take them out. Also, it looks like most of the Reavers either went down or redeployed out. I guess they can't really do anything before these Sundays.
There's not much they can do.
1 Prowler
most
down.
of them likely
Only
didn't
1
bring
Prowler
those.
left now.
Most of them likely did not bring those very, very long range missiles.
I saw quite a few before not actually, but it's just so hard when there's this much air. I see a Liberator now. Who's this in the loop? Puff Daddy, and I'm assuming Deathbringer for the gunner. But really, these Vanguards are the main thing right now. These Vanguards are just gonna take out.
Yeah, and they're absolutely destroying a
Arrow's
lot
actually
of.
Quite low.
Looks like only 1 Prowler left now.
Oh no,
he's getting taken
they're getting
out.
flanked out. The Vanguard's getting flanked. There's tank mines being placed on him. He's not paying attention. Oh no.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Oh, now he got spotted.
Oh, there goes Axdan's Vanguard. The moment he tried to move. Osprey and I'm assuming this is Aerod's. Oh, look at this. He's still alive. I thought that engineer got taken out. There he goes. Oh, but he did get those tank mines placed. That may go poorly.
Them.
If they see him, they might not notice him. Oh, they did not notice him. There they go.
Dead. Wow, that was.
Wow.
That's a game changer, actually.
Yeah,
that's only 1 minute and 50
That's
left.
a big problem.
There's still a lot of buses here.
Yeah, so
that Dalton
Cats
is
now,
shelling away, but it's gonna take a while.
At this point, Cats they're in a bit of a pickle. They're gonna have to maybe pull everybody onto infantry and just start decimating these buses with their rocket launchers, or they got to come up with a new air ball and just start throwing them onto this, because one or the other has to happen. I think we're going to see the infantry happen more likely here.
And I do see, oh, Rag and a Max, and a Falcon Max on the hill. Gonna start pounding these Sunnies as well. And they do still have time, but all the TLDR infantry is gonna be on point as well. So as soon as they take out all these buses, they have to make a push for point. Rag is slamming these vehicles.
Is that a Raven Max?
No. Rag is not a... I do hear one.
No, there is a Raven Max.
Frank might.
Frank.
Oh no, he's stuck in 2015.
Why is he using the Ravens?
Doesn't he know? Oh, Rag died. And there's still 4 Sundies up.
Oh, that's a problem too. We don't have nearly enough Cats infantry here to start pushing in on this too. Oh, but look inside. Frank might. He's got his Raven Max. He's inside. Oh, and
Not
he was
really
enough of a
doing
distraction.
anything,
Look at
but
Carlito.
Rag with a Gaussor, with a Drag Saw actually pummeling infantry.
Carlito is inside, destroying all of the TLDR players with his Matic Max. That is a clear for now until they get rezzed.
And they only have 1 Sunny left, and surely, yeah, there it goes. And they have 3, I see 4 infantry right now. There's a few Mozzies and there's a beacon, but it's 25 seconds.
Yep, Cats has now got the
Cats
steal going.
seems to be in control.
Yeah, they've got more infantry coming in.
They've
Carlito
taken
Max
out
was
the
a game
beacons, they have
changer
a
there.
Sundy they can spawn and they have their own beacons. 13 seconds left, there's a beacon gone up, but Jellyfish is surely gonna take this out. There you go.
Oh boy, here he goes. 4, 3, 2, 1. That is Cat's second half neutral cap. That puts us at 3 Cats, 0 TLDR. They can still technically come back from this, but it's going to be very difficult now. They not only have to get this neutral, they have to also take Heyoka Chem and Heyoka Tech entirely. And then that's only a draw, which just
This
splits the points.
Dalton Lip, by the way, going to camp the tech plant now. Well, attempting to. There's a Mozzie ball and he has to back off. Let's see if we can see some nutty Dalton shots though.
Is Path Daddy? Who's his gunner, do you know?
I'm assuming it's Deathbringer if he's got a gunner, and it does look like he does
have a gunner. But he's got to just get out of
one of the most well-known Dalton gunners, but these are tough shots.
Very tough shots. I don't think these are going to hit.
Honestly, he can probably shoot anyone and he'll hit someone.
I'll be honest, I saw one shot almost hit this Mossy right here. That was actually really close.
He is a very good Dalton gunner. This looks like probably like 15 Mozzies in the air.
Yeah, this is a huge Mossy ball. Cats is going to have to pull their own Reaver ball to deal with this, because this is a problem.
Yeah. They can't move up with this Mozzie ball. Kalito and Frank might have switched to flag maxes to deter them from the armor a little bit at least. But they're gonna need a Reaver ball. And I do see Reavers being pulled at the tech plant.
Okay, we'll see if they want to meet these guys right away, or they just want to wait just a minute.
They're still pulling, so it's going to take a second.
A lot of resources are being spent right now because the Sundies are all going down for Cats. Yeah. All of these Sundies that were just recently pulled here are getting taken out because this Mossy ball is just ridiculous. This is a lot of Mossy.
So many Mossies. The Maxes at least make it away for Cats. At least Fragmite and Kalito do.
Nope, here comes some of the Reaver.
Here come the Reavers.
They're going straight in too, they're not playing this passively, they're going in.
Yep. I think they know they can win this air fight from the first half.
Yeah.
And at least like, we're going to take
we're going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, here they go, they're already at the tech here. Oh, Essing power goes down.
I see an air hammer. I see an air hammer go off. That's how confident they are in this air fight.
I have heard that the air hammer's not too terribly bad at anti-air as long as you're close enough.
It's not viable though. It's like you can damage someone.
I feel like we're on opposite ends of the spectrum the last time this got brought up. I feel like
Well,
you were the one that told me that they were viable. Now we're arguing on the opposite
they're
ends
not
this time.
viable, but you do damage to air. Whereas with the, I mean, you do with all the anti-air guns, to be honest. Anti-infantry guns.
So good luck hitting.
If you fight a very bad pilot on live, you can definitely take them out with an air hammer.
I mean, good
Someone
luck
that doesn't know
fighting
what they're doing.
good luck fighting anybody with a PPA though. It's technically possible, but wow.
Have you tried leading better?
All right.
I've taken out loads of BSFs with my PPA. Go look up my stats, kid.
I'll never look up your stats.
I'd never mind.
I'll never do that. So it looks like Reavers are solidly in control of the air game again.
TLDR set up with quite a few prowlers here, but they're gonna have to run inside now. Run away from all this air. And TLDR just on full defense.
Yeah, they're just holding inside on the A point here of Tumas Skylance. Now they can't play this defensively. If they want to win, the only way to possibly win is to push this. So they have to figure something out to get to Chimney Rock.
And they need to take two 4-minute bases and one 7-minute base if they want to force a draw.
Yeah, which
and
is going to be very, very
15 minutes
hard.
of cap time, not including transitions, of course.
Yeah. So we're getting close to the point where there's no returning. They have to start doing something here.
Yeah. And even if they can't win this, they can still save face by just recapping that neutral and getting counter push on.
Meanwhile, Cats, however, they want to keep going. You can see here, Frank Might already here, along with Rag, who just got hit by a Desi. He has to pull back. On the upstairs here, we've got TLDR's blockade bus.
I think no, that was a Reaver going down, not the blockade bus. It's getting pounded by Reavers, but it's
hard to hit that in that angle.
Half HP now. Yeah, it's a good angle, I guess.
Unfortunately, they didn't get the Ranger on the right gun there, so so it's not able to defend itself against any of these incoming Reavers.
Yeah, Cats, by the way, flipped point as he fell and Street Scum on point.
So not a huge force, but enough to distract the rest of TLDR, which might allow some of the Cats members to get some kind of a hard spawn setup, maybe deal with that bus. Which they might have. I think they just did. They just dealt with that bus. It's gone.
Yep.
It's gone.
And Frank is now going to push up in his max. Famous NC Max player of Cobalt. Rag, famous NC Max player of Millet. Two famous NC Max players. Gonna push this point. Actually, they probably won't, because their infantry are wiped off them. They're just 3 maxes with Kalido.
Yeah, Carlito heading on around. He just got hit by C4, so he's actually pretty hurt.
Yeah, Flem is here to repair him, but Kalido will run away from him.
Carlito does not care. Does not care at all. He's going in. You cannot stop him for repairs. Now Cats is mostly on point.
I mean, it did work out, but... And the point is flipping for Cats.
So Cats now taking control of Tumas Skylance. They have a good force inside, enough maxes to hold this off for a while, and of course they have the air game.
Hammers as well.
Yeah, the air game is the most important part about this because you can see just how open.
And the Gemma
yeah, you can see how open this whole base is. Those air hammers are going to be incredibly effective against TLDR trying to push in on this.
That max is almost dead. There he goes. Weavers down. Weavers?
Weavers?
Weavers. Beavers. I kind of don't really see TLDR action. Oh, there's a little push, but I'm kind of expecting a Mozzie ball, but I don't see it. Oh, yeah, it's actually right above.
Ah, very good.
I'm just looking in the wrong direction.
So there's that Mossy ball to deal with the Reavers, which is very, very important right now. That was actually exactly the call that needed to be made.
Yeah.
Going after some a Galaxy here, Deathbringer's Galaxy.
Yeah, he's not really doing anything at this point. It's
just flipping around.
Yeah, I mean he was a Gemagal, but all the air died, so he might as well just go on point, be useful down there. And some of these Mozzies have rocket pods, so they're gonna start working away at this infantry.
Oh, Mossy got a little too close there, flew and crashed himself into the ground.
And it looks like the TLDR infantry is actually kind of clean in house.
Yeah, they're doing a good job so far. I see
All the
some
Cats
Maxes
infantry
dead.
had to pull
Carlito's
back
back.
to the point.
And again, this comes a lot down to who controls the air. As you can see here, the Banshees can now just freely pelt inside. It's really just Deathbringer, Rag, and there goes Forced as well. Forced. He goes down, Deathbringer down.
Everyone down.
Everybody's dead. So TLDR getting control once again of Tumas Skyline. It's not really enough to do too much with. He's gonna have to redeploy out.
Yeah. I think he's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, actually, he goes down himself.
Vano is with you. Do not falter.
So that it was a pretty effective hold, though. It should be noted that every second that Cats was on that point is another second that TLDR, or rather 2 seconds that TLDR cannot push onto
it's
Chimney Rock.
also a draw at this point is impossible.
Yeah.
There's no time left for TLDR to make this a draw.
Yeah. But I'm sure they don't want to leave things like this. They're still going to see TLDR try and push onto that neutral.
15 minutes remaining in the match. 15 minutes.
It's highly unlikely we're just going to see any team kind of give up just because they know the timer's done.
Yeah.
Look at the outside over here. Cats just with a random force of infantry. All three go down at the exact same time. Go take a look at Chimney Rock, see if anything's happening over here. Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Anything.
I think there might be an air fight though. We do see some Reavers battling it out with a Mossy up here. That poor Mossy does have to deal with, looks like 3 Reavers.
Well, there was a lot of more Mozzies before, right? I'm assuming they just died.
It goes down. So that's once again Reaver air control after a short stint of Mossy control. See if we can find any buses for the Cats team. I still don't see any kind of hard spawn set up because I'm sure they still want to push onto this. I'm looking for some kind of a reinforcement here. It looks like mostly they're going for air. They want to go for the air control and then maybe they want to push on from there.
Yeah, I don't really see any move from either team right now.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Little awkward spot, maybe.
Not sure what's going on.
No
Sundays being pulled. Surely TLDR doesn't want to just hold on to this one base. I'm sure they want to actually start moving out. But obviously their resources are somewhat spent. They did just lose their Mossy Ball. They do have a defensive Sunday set up here at Tumas Skylands, but that's not gonna give them any more points. You know, it's here we go. We got Cats pulling a bus.
Okay.
Carlito with a blockade bus. No, and a second
2
bus as well,
buses,
just
actually.
literally rendered for me. That was weird.
That is Fel in a bus, the cloak bus.
All right, so we've got 2 buses headed on into Tumas Skylands now. So we can see a little bit more infantry fighting once they... Oh, and they've collided with each other and are currently melding inside of each other.
I will have to abandon you, Gallows, in 2 minutes as promised.
Ah, yes.
I have a Zoom meeting I need to go to on a Sunday.
Everybody say goodbye to Gretchen. I will be finishing up the cast here.
Yeah, I'll leave in like 2 minutes, but
yeah, that's fine. So we've got the bus now set up here for Cats. It did just get C4, but that's a blockade bus, so it doesn't do nearly as much.
Yet. It does have a red bus with Forge to sort of back it up, which is good.
Yeah, the Bulldog there doing some damage on the stairwell. TLDR,
it's getting hit by a pounder max though.
Yeah, it's actually really hurt right now.
Run.
Yeah, and he goes down. The stealth bus really was not the one that wanted to go in there for that initial push, but it looks like he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to deploy.
Yeah, they need to spawn. Someone needs to do. Oh, okay. Forge deployed outside. Fel's gonna try and push upstairs.
Yep. He's doing a little bit of damage to that bus right now.
Yeah. Which, you know, he's not very survivable, but he can do good damage to that Buster, so
Yeah, for sure.
useful. Frank might trying to fight people that aren't even rendered in for him yet. And is that backup? There is.
Oh, is there? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go take a look.
It looks like it's already been cleared though.
Has
There's
it?
only 2 TLDR members here.
Yep.
Anilos and Slab of Bacon.
Yeah. It is a couple of seconds of
They do still have a
distraction
beacon
time,
up, but
not really enough to do much with. Alright, let's head back to Tuma Skyline.
yeah, oh, there was more people here, but they all got air hammered on the way to the point. It actually looks like they had a stealth bus set up.
So we've got buses set up now at Tuma Skylands. We've got a hard spawn. We've
We've
got
got
some
an air
infantry
hammer.
starting to move in. We've got that air hammer coverage.
2 air
More than
hammers.
enough time here to actually get this cap here for Cats. Again, I'm sure we're gonna want to see them. They want to go for that home base. They always want to do that. That is always the end goal.
I will leave you now.
All right. Say goodbye to Gretchen, everybody.
Bye bye.
User disconnected from your
All right, it's just gonna be me from here on, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll be sufficient for you guys. Right now, we're seeing Cats just kind of battle it out on the. Looks like the main point area is mostly secured. They're mostly just trying to get a little bit of a foothold set up here, get some of these crossfire angles set up. Oh, a trade here by Osprey and Nalo. Meanwhile, on the other building. Not really too much happening here. Maybe Cats doesn't want to push too far out. Ah, no, here we go. We got Ryan, the Matic Max, coming in. Trying to look for that one infantry you saw earlier. Wants to make sure this building is full clear before he kind of just lets his people be in there. Good sized foothold here by the Cats team. I don't see a ton of infantry, but because of how many Reavers there are, this is a very actually holdable base right now. Now the infantry is going to be a problem once they start taking some of these closer buildings. They're going to have to start pulling back and really dealing with the point once these buildings get a little bit more cleared out, which actually it doesn't even look like Cats has taken hold of the I building at all, which is surprising. Thel going to run in here. He's likely to meet this one player inside. He sees him, but he goes down. That's a heavy player against an engineer. Ryan still holding the one side over here. Ah, here we go. Small force clearing out the I building. Assman goes down, but Axdan goes down to Doral way back there, the bolt. About a minute and 45 seconds left until this cap goes through, and that'll be another point. That'll make it 4-0 if they get this. And that'll also open up the last home base for Cats if they take this base. And just moving up here on the boxes, trying to deal with Assman over here. Oh, a little bit of support from the air hammers. So you can see here, this is the kind of foothold that this is the kind of spawn camp setup that you want if you are the Cats team. They have sort of lost this one building. It looks like they have only a couple of infantry. I guess a couple more are coming in. But this is a great spawn camp setup. 50 seconds left, and not only does TLDR now have to push all of these players out of these 3 buildings, but then whoever survives all of that then has to push into the 8-point main building, which when we're talking about a base this exposed, you know, not a lot of cover between there and there. You know, the air hammers have complete free roam. I do think there might be some mosquitoes coming in to start helping with this, but at this point, 30 seconds left, not much time left to really be dealing with that. I think we're going to see TLDR pulling back, which looks like they might already be doing that, starting to head back to the tech plant to start getting things set up. Don't see any kind of push here by the TLDR team. Airhammer's all just waiting for a moment. If anybody were to peek out on this. There he goes. Cats team takes another base. That makes it 4-0 for Cats. Let's take a look at the tech plant. It looks like TLDR did pull a lot of their forces back to defend the tech. Knowing that it is impossible for them to win, they at bare minimum don't want to lose that home base. No team wants to lose their home base. That is the absolute worst case scenario. Lots of players set up inside. They got buses, they got tanks. And you do see, I think they have Maxes. Yes, they do. Max is up here as well on balcony. Look at this, a harasser coming in as well. TKing Nalo, Michael here, with the, I believe, Marauder harasser. You just don't see enough harassers these days, honestly. A nice solid hold here by the TLDR team from the balcony. It's going to be very difficult for Cats if they want to push in on this. It's not going to be from the balcony, it seems. This is going to be too difficult unless they have enough people. That's not happening. They do have the TLDR team does have a bus upstairs, a completely stocked bus, absolutely nothing on it except for it looks like fire suppression, which is very surprising. You'd think they'd want to at least blockade on that. It must have been whoever could pull at the time. Carlito is up on point, dealing with these other maxes. Falcon likely to go down here. Oh, no, he doesn't. He does not go down. There's enough reps there in time. Carlito instead goes down himself. Meanwhile, Path Daddy also in the max. Not too many Cats forces actually followed up here, and it looks like Path Daddy's about to be flanked by Assman coming in from the rear. Oh, but he goes down. He didn't bring a big enough shotgun there. Path Daddy battling it out within our VTR. Goes down.
4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes.
Only about 4 minutes left in this. I think that means that it is going to be a secured base, but I'm sure Cat still wants to deal with all of this. It doesn't seem like that's really going to deter them from pushing in on this. EMP grenade goes out up here, actually hits everybody up here, and that splash damage from the Bulldog is actually doing a lot of damage to everybody up here. Lots of Desi still haven't killed that stock bus, which is very surprising. Ooh. Here goes a push by the Cats team. Coming in on the right side, they do take the right box. They can see if they can try and clear out a little bit more. Looks like Falcon is actually alive over here, though. He actually takes out the whole side. Meanwhile, on the left side, we've got a Matic Max. Still, nobody's dealt with that stock Sunday, which is so surprising. It does not have any... Oh, that might be Mind Guard, yeah. Yeah, I think that is what that is. Yeah, Mind Guard. Yeah. So that's actually not a stock bus at all. I mean, it's not, that's not currently effective for what it's dealing with, but it is, you know, it's something. It does help. If somebody were to sneak some tank mines in here and put it under that bus, it wouldn't have gone down there. But there it goes. Does finally go down to all of the rocket launcher. I see some people in chat saying saying that the Mind Guard is actually a little bit of a cheese way to get the bus upstairs. I did not know that. I've actually always gotten the bus up normally. You can actually get it up this stairway by ramming it against this wall and then just kind of turning your wheel so it hits this. You have to do it at the right angle exactly, but if you do it right, it'll just pop right up here, no problem. But if you do it wrong, it actually can get stuck right here. So it makes sense. It makes sense to have Mind Guard, I suppose, if that was the tactic anyway. Only a few more minutes left here. It does look like there's a back cap happening. 2 Moss Skylands. Yeah, we've got a good-sized force here. They may have enough time to cap this. I'm not 100% sure. No, maybe not. Actually, never mind. I don't think they do. I can't see the timer like you guys can because I don't have my OBS on the other screen. I'm going strictly by what I'm seeing on the stream itself. So unfortunately, that delay messes with my timer. So. But I don't believe they have enough time here to actually get this cap. Good on them for trying, though. Good on them for going back up here and actually fighting it out at the other base, not just going straight for defense. Cats just trying to get a bit of a foothold. Actually, a lot of them just got C4'd over here on the left door. Carlito trades it out with Oxier.
Vano is with you. Do not falter.
End of match. End of match.
And there goes the end of match.
Cats winning with 4 points to TLDR 0 points. Well played match from both teams. Team captains, please hop up to interview channel for the casters.
Okay, so the scores came out to TLDR 4 Cats, an absolute dominant game here by the Cats team. They really played this well. You know, this was classic Cats. This was really what you've kind of seen in previous seasons before. So really, really good on them. They really played this very, very well in that sort of classic format. They you know, the massive amount of pre-polls that TLDR is able to do didn't affect them enough to actually fully establish air dominance for that team. So really, really good job on their side for getting that dealt with. Let's go ahead and bring in our interviewers.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Hi, hello everybody. I know nobody can talk. Just give me one moment. I'm just going to give you guys interview tag.
I can do that as well.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, hello. So we've got. Can you guys introduce yourselves and say which teams you're on, actually?
Ben is the TLDR air guy.
Hello, I'm Bacon. I'm the stand-in team lead for TLDR.
All right.
Osprey, I was leading Cats.
Hello, I'm Puff, air lead from Cats.
All right, so we've got the air lead for both sides, and we've got the standard lead for both sides. Really, really good to see, actually, because I do want to talk about that air game, which we'll go ahead and we'll do that now, actually. First of all, congratulations to the Cats team on your win. That was really, really well played. We're gonna start with a question to Path Daddy. We know that TLDR is a team that can kind of pull a lot of resources, especially for their opener when it comes to the air. But despite that, you guys actually held it down really, really well. Can you talk a little bit about how the openers, well, I should say the first half opener, I should say, kind of felt just dealing with the amount of air that TLDR, usually does bring?
We kind of know their tactics about pre-pulling a lot of vehicles, and we just played a stalemate above the base and didn't engage. They didn't engage either, and we had like Crowley going around and clipping all the vehicles at the tech plant, and until they found out he's doing that, we engaged the air fight, so they were busy with two things.
So you did have somebody that actually did sneak around. We saw you sneak around
Yes.
at one point, but I didn't realize that you had a second person sneak around. I thought somebody must have, but Gretchen disagreed. She says she didn't see anybody, but yeah, that's interesting. I did not know that. That's a smart
Did he get
strategy.
any? By the way, Buff?
What?
Did he get anything?
Who?
Pauli?
Yeah, Crowley got like 5, and I was like suiciding as well because I know I had like 3 mozzies on me and was like, okay, just one clip of the vortex, some more mozzies. I got like 4, and that was fine for me, dying for that.
So that actually dealt with a lot of those reinforcements. That was really smart. Okay, well that kind of explains the opener there, because we saw how long the Reavers were able to kind of be tied up, but they never lost air control. It was very surprising considering. Next up,
It's
I want
also
to go ahead.
it's also quite disorganizing when the stack dies because you get like 12 people calling out the exact same thing, and you have to tell each of them, all right, go with your nanites. Because they'll come back and they'll go, oh, my stack's dead. I gotta call that out, and everyone does that, and leads to a mess in comps.
That's interesting. A little bit of an unexpected problem caused by that same kind of tactic. Let's talk a little bit about the openers. What was the strategy? I want to talk about the second half specifically. What was that strategy going in? Because it seemed like because your air could not hold out, you went for a completely different strategy for the TLDR guys.
Yeah, we took the inspiration from WFAT. Shout out to those guys, they're amazing. They did that against us, I think, last season when we were PTSD, and it was very difficult to get rid of what is about 20 to 24 Sunderers in the amount of time that the point goes through. So you have 4 minutes to clear out that much health bars, essentially. So we thought if we tried to copy that and did a little bit of a twist on it with an air pull, we could maybe get the timing to work to disorientate and disorganize cats long enough for them to not transition.
It did seem like it kind of worked up until the last few seconds. Osprey, can you talk a little bit about how you wanted to counter that, considering you guys actually did manage it?
Okay, so we had sadly Halo not showing up, so I lost a tanker. But we were kind of expecting, since they are starting 2 mass, that there is this scenario where they go for vehicles if we had air control on the first round. So the strat should have been to have 5 vanguards, and to make sure that we can drive them in and wipe a lot of the vehicles. Together with all my infantry people should have had rockets and hornets. The problem is we had 3 people to move around on the roster just before the game because of internet issues and stuff. So I couldn't really apply that. We only had 3 vanguards, but it still worked out. So props to the guys. The maxes switched to anti-vehicle as well, because we had 2 maxes in the Gao. They went and used the turn, like our boss, switch to anti-vehicle, go on the mountain, and yeah. From there on, it was just a timing matter, and we got the timing right.
Well, it definitely it's despite the communication errors, I suppose that actually did come together. We saw Carlito as well, kind of really save that too, because he came in, he absolutely destroyed everybody that was inside because of just how strong those maxes are. I do kind of want to talk a little bit about that too, because this I think might be the first game that I've seen where the NC max finally comes out for the LaneSmashes. How did that kind of change how you deal with, or rather how you set up, I should say, for cats? And then we'll also ask how you deal with that for TLDR. Go ahead, Osprey.
I mean, on our side, to be honest, when I had the first pick, I went straight for NC, because the pick ban happened before the nerf on Matox. But even after the nerf, we tested, and Matox are still strong. So we kept on going with that. And in the end, we always had 2 or 3 max. So we just switched to NC. That nothing really different compared to our normal loadouts. It's just that they are stronger.
Yeah. They that buff absolutely is just. It seems like it's just so much when it comes to those maxes anymore. But you are right; they were still strong previously. It's still a shotgun in close quarters after all. For the TLDR guys,
is a small base.
For the TLDR guys, was there any consideration on how to deal with these maxes? Because you, I'm sure went into this knowing that these maxes have been buffed. They're very, very strong now, especially in close quarters. Was there any consideration made to that?
I told the pilots and infantry to pull archers.
Oh, okay.
We did try archers. Unfortunately, if you kill a max with an archer, it's normally from quite far away, and they're just going to get rezzed. So it's sort of a pointless kill. C4 was my go-to, but the alpha damage of NC maxes is just so ridiculous now. You can get client-sided with them so quickly. It's very hard to get the C4 off before you're dead.
Well, despite that, you guys, all teams, you both seem to do a pretty good job there. Cats, congratulations once again on your win. We're going to be seeing more of you guys. I want to talk a little bit about the schedule before we go into the post splash. So tonight, we've got looks like CBT versus Dark at 18:30 UTC. We have Too Late versus Date at 18 UTC, and we've got Turtle versus WFAD at 20 UTC. That is all going to be tonight. Make sure you all tune in for that. Those are going to be good matches to watch. We're going to go ahead and put it into post splash. Once again, congratulations to the Cats team on their win. Thank you both teams for coming out and playing that. That was a very fun match to watch. We'll go ahead and put it on now. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks to the streamers and the refs.